This one is another Lisa Rinna story, but don't worry, we have some other good stories coming up. So this one, we are going to have some chuckles. We're going to have some chuckles. So this is according to Reality Blurb. It says Lisa Rinna reveals who she would have replace her on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, not having much in common with husband Harry, in her quote hall pass, as Harry shares how they evaded the divorce curse. Well, I know how you evaded the divorce curse, but we're going to get into it. Let's see what you're saying. So let's go. It says, Lisa Rinna discussed the swirling rumors of Meghan Markle or Chrissy Teigen being tapped to replace her on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills during an appearance on Tuesday, as she and her husband Harry Hamlin dished on their 25-year marriage, and with the 71-year-old actor explaining how they were able to evade the Real Housewives divorce curse. Lisa, 59, who announced her exit, aka firing, from the Bravo reality show just over a month ago, admitted she doesn't think it's the right time for Chrissy to join the series. She says, "Let's have Meghan Markle. Chrissy just had a baby. She needs a minute," Lisa noted on the February 14th episode of Today. "Gosh, that would be so interesting. It is a challenging show. I give everybody so much credit for doing it because you're showing your real life." Lisa Rinna, shut up. First of all, you're not showing your real life. You haven't shown any part of your real life. If you're showing your real life, could you show, how did your daughters battle their addictions? How did your daughters battle their mental illnesses and their diseases? How were you as a mother? Like, what was your responsibility in their recovery? How are you battling the cheating rumors? A, that you have also cheated on Harry, and B, that Harry's cheating on you and has boyfriends in Canada. How are you addressing the stuff about your finances, that you have about, 4 or 5 mortgages on your house, and the rats that allegedly live in your house? What about the allegations that, Harry assaulted a woman back in the day and you were basically right there with him, bullying her out of Hollywood? So if you're showing your real life, how come you never talked about any of that on the show? So Lisa Rinna, please shut up and sit down. Secondly, Meghan Markle, I'm pretty sure that was a joke about having her join, and just a no. Just like, I don't even need to get into it. Like, just a hard no. And Chrissy Teigen, this is where we agree, but for different reasons. I don't think it's that Chrissy needs a minute, according to Lisa Rinna. I think that Chrissy Teigen just is not a fit. There's something about Chrissy Teigen that disturbs my spirit. Like, I think, and Chrissy, don't come after me. I know that you have a pattern of bullying people online. Don't come after me, Chrissy. I'm not asking for the smoke. I'm just saying my opinion, okay? Don't come after me. But you seem off to me. You seem weird. There seems like a tick. You seem ticky boom boom. You seem like a Looney Tune. That's how you feel. Like, that's how I feel about Chrissy Teigen. I feel like there's a screw loose. And I also feel like there was a lot going on with her bullying people on Twitter and bullying people who were struggling. And like, a lot of stuff has come out about her. And there's other different, theories and conspiracies dealing with Chrissy and children and a lot of other stuff. I'm not even going to get into it on my channel because it's, I want to keep my channel alive. But just, Google Chrissy Teigen and, go down that rabbit hole and you'll see what I'm talking about. Chrissy Teigen to me is ticky, ticky, boom, boom. Okay. So that's why she's not a good fit. Anyway, let's keep going. Then she says, while many marriages have ended on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Lisa and Harry have remained strong, which Harry credits to his psychology degree. So are you calling your wife crazy? Are you saying you stay with her because you have a psychology degree? Get out of here. It could be attributed to a psychology degree I got 50 years ago. I've kept up with it, Harry revealed. We are strong. We were grounded in our relationship. Listen, if being on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills didn't do it, I think we'll be all right, Lisa added. No. I'm going to continue reading this, and then I'm going to tell you why I think they're still together. And I want to know what you think too. It says, although Lisa and Harry are in it for the long haul, with Harry saying it's a lock, they admitted they don't have much in common. You don't say? In fact, according to Lisa, the only things they both like are sex and their two children, daughters Delilah Hamlin, 24, and Amelia Hamlin, 21 now. But you know what? We're curious, and I'm interested in what he does, and I think he's interested in what I do and what I think about, and I think that's why it works, Lisa explained. You have to keep it exciting. You have to keep it interesting because life takes over. It just does. So we try. And I think at the end of the day, we just really dig each other. I like him so much. All right. That's a lot to unpack. Unlike Harry Hamlin, I do not have a psychology degree, but I'm going to play psychologist. Here we go. The reason why Harry Hamlin and Lisa Rinna work and they have not gotten a divorce is because they both have a common interest in staying together. It's an agreement. It's an understanding, marriage is a contract, that's why you sign a marriage certificate. It is a contract. Marriage is a contract. And I think that when two people, and I'm not even saying this to shade them because I think this is actually a good template to use. You just need to fill in what X, Y, and Z are. But I think Lisa Rinna was very clear that she wanted to probably marry an actor, in Hollywood, have that life, blah, 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 have the kids, X, Y, and Z, have the front. I think Harry Hamlin the same. He wanted to marry, an actress, have the kids, X, Y, and Z, have that front. And I think they both have the similar values. They want money, they want fame, they want X, Y, and Z. I think they have an understanding. Harry does Harry. Lisa does Lisa. And it is what it is. It doesn't seem like either one of them have enough money where it's like, let's get divorced and it's going to be messy over the finances. It's probably just like, we don't even have anything. So like, what's even the point of getting divorced? I think they both have a mutual understanding and agreement. And that's why it works. If you get what I'm saying. I think they both are using each other for whatever it is they want, whether it's a beard, whether it's a front, whether it's a look, a persona, whatever it is. And they both are getting something out of that agreement. Lisa Rinna herself, she says, yeah, I put a strap on for Harry, And when I say stuff like that, I know my candy canes know what I mean, but just in case there's new candy canes listening, whenever we talk about, sex or sexuality or kinks or anything like that, we're never kink shaming. We're never judging. We're just talking. And we are equal opportunity shade assassins over here because we believe everyone is 100% equal so everyone can get it. And there was also the blind item that, she likes to PEG him. Or no, she paid someone to PEG him, but she said herself, I believe that she puts a strap on for him and all of that stuff. So I just think they have an understanding. I think they both came to Hollywood wanting to be actors, wanting to be rich, and wanting to be famous. And they said, hey, let's ride this wave together. And that's what they're doing. And did you notice how she said the two things they have in common is sex and the children? But she didn't say that what they had in common was sex with each other. So who is he having sex with and who is she having sex with? Because it wasn't clear that she meant that they were having sex with each other. And I do believe Harry, in one of his interviews, said that they were very platonic. So platonic inherently means not having sex, non-sexual. So take that with what you'll take it with. But as always, I want to know what you guys think, okay? Wait, my little thing fell. I got to pick it up real quick. All right. I'm still here, you guys. I'm still here. My little notebook fell. So to me, they're hiding in plain sight. And they're always telling on each other, on themselves, always. So let's keep going. Then it says, in addition to noting that he and Lisa support one another, even though he wasn't initially on board with her joining the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Harry said the two of them listen to each other and take the relationship moment by moment without expectations. Expectations are kind of resentment waiting to happen, he explained. Looking back at her time on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Lisa admitted that being part of the show was worth every second, while also noting that it feels fabulous to be moving on. You have to know when it's time to stay and when it's time to leave. And I could have stayed, but I felt like it was time for me to go and move into my next chapter, she shared. Lisa, stop lying. We already did a video on this when she accidentally admitted that she was fired, because she was like, oh, they're going to be so happy saying, yeah, we got her fired. Well, why would you default subconsciously say, oh, they got her fired if you weren't fired? You would have said subconsciously, oh, they would have been so happy that they got her to quit, that they got me to leave, they got me to quit the show. But you said that they got her fired. And let's call a thing. You were fired because you would still have that Bravo check if you could. And weren't you saying you were a cockroach and you could never get rid of you? Didn't you say you were the LeBron James of housewives? Didn't that weirdo Michael Rappaport say that, you were too valuable? The show needs you more than you need it at this point? That's why you got fired, chick. Anyway, let's go. She says, when I joined, I was at a point in my career where that just rejuvenated it. It's great real estate. It's great real estate. So you can go on there and you can reinvent your career. And I was able to sell the brands that I wanted to sell and create. So that to me is why you do something like that. But Lisa, how did you reinvent your brand? I will give you this, Lisa. I think before you got fired from QVC, that really was your sweet spot. It really was. I feel like you did a great job on QVC. You sold the mess out of those dusters. You were doing the damn thing. I will give you that, Lisa. You killed it on QVC. You did. I'll give you that. But I don't think it rejuvenated your acting career. I think if you want to say something like this show has rejuvenated somebody's acting career, you could look at Garcelle. Garcelle's always been booked and busy, but I do think that being on Beverly Hills gave her a nice boost. She's probably busier now than she's been in the last few years. And that's no tea, no shade. You go on a platform, you better get a boost in whatever you're doing. That to me, I'm giving her props. I'm giving her respect. But you want to talk about building brands, look at like a Lisa Vanderpump. She's opening like 5 restaurants in her Vanderpump Rosé. I don't know what's going on with Rinna Beauty. Now you have this sandalwood smelling body oil. I don't know what the hell that is. You're trying to be a model, trying to act like your daughters. Like, girl, bye. You spent your time on Housewives becoming a villain. You could have spent your time on Housewives doing something else. And now that I'm hot, you know what? Lisa Rinna, I'm about to tell you about yourself because now I'm bothered. Now I'm bothered. This is the thing, Lisa. You want to say that you spent your time in the last 8 years being on that show, building your brand and rejuvenating your career, when the last season you were on the show, you did literally, and follow me with this, Candy Canes, and let me know what you think. You literally did one of your career's biggest missteps when it comes to branding and marketing that you ever could have done. And what you did probably helped you to get fired. And I'm going to tell you what I mean by this. Let's talk about Tequila Gate, okay? So Kathy comes onto the show. She has her Casa de Sol Tequila. She's super excited about it. Super excited. Her daughters are investors. She's on the show. She wants to support her children. She wants to support the tequila that they're invested in. She has her little, her little moments, and she's salesy, and it's really cute, and it's a whole vibe. Cut to Kibasabe, whatever the hell it's called, that hat shop. Probably slaughtered the name, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. This is the moment where Lisa Rinna really showed me that she says she's all about the money, but she's either less than smart or she just really prefers to be evil over everything else. She decides to do this. Set up Kathy Hilton, right? Oh, can we get my friend Kendall Jenner's 818 tequila? I just want to taste it. I want to taste it. Can I taste it? My friend Kendall Jenner's 818 tequila. I just want to taste it. So you took being on the show, the platform you had, the audience you had, and you took that moment to go after Kathy Hilton, who's extremely powerful, who's extremely influential. Not only is she a Hilton, but her daughter is married to a Rothschild. And Nikki is also one of the investors in Casa de Sol. So not only did you go after Kathy, but you went after Nikki, who's married to a Rothschild. You thought that was smart. And then secondly, you took that time to promote somebody else's alcoholic brand. To be honest, you probably gave a bump to 818 Tequila. I'm sure they got a bump in sales and people being interested and seeing, can you actually buy it, blah, 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 blah. So you went against Kathy and the Rothschilds and you promoted somebody else's brand who doesn't even claim you. The Kardashians don't claim you, Lisa Rinna. But you want to say you're so smart? Now, if you were actually smart and if you were actually strategic, this is what you would have done instead. You would have went to Kathy and you would have been like, oh my God, Kath, Casa del Sol tastes amazing. I'm coming out with Lisa Rinna rosés. You know, we have these rosés. Let's create a signature cocktail using my Rinna rosé and your Casa de Sol, and let's have a little, mixing fun party, with the cocktail recipe, a signature cocktail. That would have put Rinna Rosé on the map, boo-boo, because then you would have been co-branded with Casa del Sol. And it would have been such a big moment. Then you could have done a social media push where you reach out to certain influencers, you give them your signature recipe, and they're going to be on their TikToks and their Instagram and their YouTubes. Oh, Casa de Sol and Rinna Wines. This is how you make our signature cocktail, blah, 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 blah. That would have been a moment. That would have been a way to leverage your time on the show in a positive, fun way, while also making a lot of money. That would have been the move, Rinna. Instead of trying to take down Kathy, you should have co-branded with her. That's why you were so thirsty on your Instagram when you realized that the actual owners of Casa de Sol was Eva Longoria, who is very accomplished in her own right, but she's also married to a billionaire. And that's why you were so, oh, I didn't know that this was your tequila, Eva. Oh my gosh. Like any big business, they have multiple investors. So one person can own the brand and then they get a lot of people to invest in it. So the Hiltons and the Rothschilds are investors, but it's Eva Longoria's brand. Could you imagine the big up you could have gotten, Lisa Rinna? Eva Longoria is an actress. She's a director. She's relevant. She's A-list. You could have co-branded with all of that. And quiet as it's kept, I bet you Kathy would have been so excited. She would have been pumped. She was so excited to be on the show, showing the tequila and bottoms up and, oh, we have a nice little thing. Let's get the tequila out. Kathy would have been pumped. And what a missed opportunity. But now you're out here like every other nickel and dime influencer talking about buy my new oil, buy my lip kit, buy my Rinna Beauty. Like, girl, buy. Girl, buy. And I'm not knocking that. I'm just knocking it for Lisa Rinna. So if you're an influencer, if you are anybody wanting to create your own brand and put it out there, obviously 100%. I'm just knocking Lisa Rinna because you had such a missed opportunity. Such a missed opportunity. You probably still would have had your job. People would actually know what Lisa Rinna Rosé, whatever the hell it's called. I don't even know what it's called. It could have been a whole vibe. It could have been a whole vibe. But you really messed up because you wanted to be evil. You wanted a fake storyline and you're a miserable person. And that's why you fumbled the bag. And side note, Bravo, NBC, reality stars, if you need consulting, give a girl a call because that idea right there literally is $1 million idea. And I'm not joking. That's $1 million idea. People make bank off of alcoholic beverages. If she would have done that, she could have had Eva Longoria on her side, Kathy on her side, the Rothschilds on our side, Signature Cocktail, and I bet you they could have had Kathy's camp pay for all of the advertising and pay for the influencer spots. All Rinna had to do was say, I'll supply, the rosé if you want to pay for marketing. And that would have boosted her sales. She would have then been way more likable, because it's called the halo effect. When one person is really, really likable, because we love Kathy. Kathy is a vibe. It's called the halo effect in marketing and psychology as well. If you are tied to someone who is beloved or really liked, you get a part of their shine. It's the halo effect. Anyway, Lisa Rinna, anybody out there, you need some consulting, give your girl a call, because that was a million, if not a multi-million-dollar missed opportunity. Girl, bye. All right, let's go on to, and put it down below. Let me know what you guys think, because I know I just went off on one. I was on a tangent. Oh, okay, let's finish this. When Harry was then asked who he believes should be the next winner of People's Sexiest Man Alive, he revealed that during the Washington Correspondents' Dinner, his daughter Amelia campaigned in his honor, telling a People exec who was also attending the event, "You should make my dad the sexiest man again." Delilah and Amelia are on fire right now, Harry continued. Lisa agreed they're doing so well. Also on Today, Lisa revealed her hall pass is Brad Pitt, while Harry denied having one. Is that because your hall pass is also Brad Pitt? Anyway, I honestly have not looked at another girl in 30 years, he stated. So there you go. That's true. You're so sweet, Lisa replied. And he's probably right. He probably hasn't looked at another girl in the last 30 years. He's probably looking at his boyfriend or boyfriends. And remember, when we talk about sexuality, we talk about identity on the show, it's from a place of inclusivity and respect. People, all human beings on my channel are equal. So everybody can get the smoke. So when I say stuff like that, it is not from a place of disrespect. It's from a place of equality. If you're straight, you get the smoke. If you're gay, you still get the smoke, because we all get the smoke, okay? And it's all from love. So I want to know what you guys think. Put it down below, okay? So before we move on to our next story, you know what to do. Go ahead and like the video, subscribe to my channel, share it with a friend, because a Kiki's better with community. Check out the description box, join our newsletter, it's free. And also check out our self-care and wellness content as well. Dun, 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 dun. All right, you guys, let's move on to our next story. This is our favorite person, Teddy Mellencamp. Do you like how I did the side-by-side of her face? Like, obviously,